Hello, and welcome to the Effective Leadership Podcast YouTube channel with Wale Adekanla. We're here to help you understand the principles and practical applications of healthy leaders. Our world needs great leaders. Here you can learn strategies on how to lead yourself and your organization effectively. Thank you for joining today. Now here's your host, Wale.
Hello, welcome to Effective Leadership Podcast. I want to talk about an important topic, family leadership. Remember, your family is the best team that you could ever have. All right, don't forget that. So as a man, I want you to start thinking about some of the things that you have thought about. I know you've heard about I'm the head and not the tail as the man. So what does that mean to you as a man? Another word for head is lead. The head is the servant leader. That means the head is the one who is serving other people in that environment. And of course, we are talking about the family environment at this time. The head is the foundation. Because if something is wrong with the foundation of a building, what is going to happen to the building? The building is going to be in trouble. Imagine having a foundation that is weak. So whatever you build on it cannot last. And that is how powerful your responsibility, is, or your responsibilities are. Let me just give you 4 steps that you need to follow. I'm going to quickly touch base on this because these steps are very important. You say we are applying these steps right now in my immediate family, and they are producing great and powerful results. As we apply these steps, every day. Okay. Now let me give you the first one, and I've talked about that. See the vision. This is very, very crucial. And I'm going to say this to the man. See the vision. Okay? You are the man. So as the man, I want to challenge you that you should start the conversation. Start the conversation. The conversation on the vision, on where the family is going. Where exactly is the family going? Where exactly? Is it really clear? Is it really well communicated? Does everybody understand where the family is going? Or are you just, moving without having a clear vision? Many people jumpstart their families without, understanding where they are jumping to. Think about the pilot. Before the pilot leaves the airport, the pilot, must have the flight plan. Why? Because the pilot must understand the destination, and then the picture of the destination, what is going on in the destination, and then submit the flight plan before leaving, even where the pilot is at the moment. So wherever you are at the moment, wherever your present situation is, it is important for you to see things not the way they are. See people in your family not the way they are. See situations in your family not the way they are, but the way they could be. You need to have that mental picture. And then you and your wife, the husband and wife, both of you need to come together and have that conversation, okay? And then agree on a family vision. Where is this family going? This is very important, and this is very basic, and this is the number 1 step. Number 2 step, which is very, very important, please do not forget, is step towards the vision. Step towards the vision. Many people see, but they don't follow the vision. They don't take action. They don't execute. They don't move from vision into reality. They don't understand the gap between the vision and the reality. Okay, between your vision and the reality of the vision, you have goals and plans. You have goals and plans. That is something I call the art of goal setting. Okay, I just released that, and of course, it's going to be in the book that will be released next next year, the first quarter of next year, say, I want to encourage you not to miss that book. Every family needs that book, because in the book I have a system and I have a structure that every family can make use of today. Okay, how can you design your year? How can you design your every month? How can you design every week, and of course every day? Because there is something that I have in the book that is called daily agenda. How can you create your daily agenda as a family, or as an individual in the family, as a family member? How can you create your daily agenda? How can you create a system of communication, a system of collaboration? How can you work together to achieve great things together as a family? I have these systems and structures, for you to understand the power of collaboration and how you can achieve that daily, weekly, monthly, and then yearly. So the art of goal setting, there I have, the plan for you, the next 5 years. What are the goals that you want to achieve as a family? Collective goal. What are the goals? And the individual goals, because the individual goals, of course, must also, lead towards the collective goal as a family. Okay, so what are the goals that you want to achieve in the family, and what is the most important one this year that we need to focus on? Looking at the next 5 years, but what is the most important one this year for us to focus on? And then look at this year. Okay, this is the goal for the year. Okay, what is the most important one that we need to focus on this month? Then of course look at the month. What is the most important one that we need to focus on this week? Then look at the week and say, what is the most important one that I need to focus on today? All right. That is called the art of goal setting. So in between your vision and the reality, you have goals, and then you have plans. Okay. Many are the plans in the man's heart, but the Lord's purpose will prevail, because you understand God's purpose, and then you have based the family vision on the purpose that the family designed, okay, prayerfully. And then after creating that vision, and then the family will start stepping forward to do something about that vision, because nothing will happen if you don't execute, if you don't take action. Okay, no actions, no miracles. Nothing is going to happen if every member in the family is not taking action, is not doing what they are supposed to do, and then working towards that vision that the family designed together. All right, that's number 2. Number 3, sacrifice for the vision. Sacrifice for the vision. See, visionaries give up to go up. Visionaries give up to go up. In fact, I have many case studies when it comes to giving up to going up. Clearly, I remember my parents. When I was in school. In fact, I can clearly I can remember, like, probably 6 to 7 semesters when my parents gave up many things they wanted for themselves. They wanted to buy clothes and shoes many times, and they decided to save the money for our tuition. They gave up those things because they wanted us to go up. And that's exactly what I am talking about. What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you going to sacrifice? What are you going to let go so that you can go up? What are you going to invest today because of the vision, because of tomorrow, because of that picture, because of what you have seen? Remember that leadership is the ability and the capacity to inspire people to do what they thought they couldn't do, with a sense of purpose and vision. So I want you to start thinking about how you want to inspire everyone in the family. As a mother, as a father, how do you want to inspire everyone in the family? And by the way, I would like to say this to men, all right, because I believe that if men can get it right, most of the problems that we have in families today will be taken care of. Of course, for sure, through my research, I've discovered that if men can take care of themselves, if men can take care of the first level in my scalable leadership framework, lead yourself, if men can lead themselves, if men can equip and lead themselves, so that they can equip and lead others in the family, most of the things we're talking about will be taken care of. I remember the story of Gandhi. Very interesting. I mean, very interesting story. There was a woman who went to Gandhi because the son was eating sugar, and then when the son when this woman got to Gandhi and asked Gandhi, "Hey Gandhi, my son is eating sugar. Could you please tell my son to stop eating sugar?" And Gandhi was like, "Okay, madam, can you come back in the next 2 weeks?" And Gandhi, look at the woman, and the woman, was like, the next 2 weeks. Oh, okay, all right, I'll come back in the next 2 weeks. And the woman left. 2 weeks later, the woman returned back, and then asked Gandhi the same question. Could you please tell my boy to stop eating sugar? And then Gandhi looked at the boy, and said to the boy, "Stop eating sugar." And the woman looked at Gandhi. "But that was the same thing I asked you to tell him 2 weeks ago." Right? I mean, why didn't you tell him 2 weeks ago? And Gandhi looked at the woman, and this is the point, and I don't want to miss this. I don't want you to miss this. Gandhi looked at the woman and said, 2 weeks ago, I had the same problem. I was also eating sugar. So I had to take care of myself first, okay, before telling the boy to stop eating sugar. Wow. That was powerful, right? And that is a powerful example of, Gandhi leading himself. He led himself. And that's exactly what it means by you leading you. You leading you. It is called modeling. So I want to encourage you today, and I want you to start thinking about this today. How are you, modeling great leadership in your family? Okay, if you are not a great leader, if you are saying A, promising B, and doing C in your family, then that means you need to review how things are. Then that means you need to refine your vision if you have one. But if you don't have one, I will encourage you to start from there. Okay, see the vision, step towards the vision, and then number 3 is to do what? To sacrifice. I'm very sure it took Gandhi a great sacrifice to tell the boy and the woman to come back in 2 weeks, for him to work on himself first. So I want to encourage you to sacrifice things, because your children are watching you. They are watching what you are saying. They are watching you as you lie to your friends. Of course, they can see all the things you do around. Even when you told them that you are not in the house, and you were in the house, and the children are like, mom. But you are in the house, and you just told your friend that you are not in the house. They are watching all these things. You are creating an environment. You are creating a culture. And that is very important. I saw many things like this when I was growing up. In fact, I experienced some of them when I was growing up. It wasn't easy for me to unlearn most of these things, and then to make a decision that no, I don't want to experience this in my own family. It takes a decision for you to say, I don't want to experience this in my own family by God's grace. So remember this. Number 3, sacrifice. And number 4, seek help for your vision. Seek help for your vision. See, teamwork makes the dream work. If you can achieve your vision by flying, solo, that means you are not really pursuing a worthwhile vision. That means you are not really pursuing a big vision. That means you are not really pursuing something that is challenging. If you can do it by yourself without the help of God, then it's not big enough. All right. If the vision that you wrote down is something oh, we can figure this out, we can get this done. I would encourage you to review the vision again, because your vision is your vision does not change, but it can be refined. Okay, let me say that again. Your vision does not change, but it can be refined, just like an onion. All right, when you peel the back of an onion, okay, you will see a new back, a very fresh back. And the same thing applies to your vision, because vision is in phases. When you get to the end of a phase, then you will start seeing the new phase, okay, in your vision. And that is why it is important for you to step towards your vision, because if you don't take action, you won't see other phases that you have ahead of you. And that is why it is imperative for you to refine the vision every year. As a family, come together and refine the vision. So I want to really challenge you today that you should focus on family leadership. Think about your family and think about having a family vision, having a family mission, and then creating core values for your family, because these are the foundational elements that are very important in your family for you to create that family environment that can produce great people in our world. So it is your time for you to produce effective people in your family, and then produce an environment that can produce this kind of people in our world. And I want to encourage fathers and mothers out there, our parents. I want to really appreciate you for the great work that you are doing today. In any way that you realize that we need to make some adjustments, I want to encourage you to make those adjustments. Okay, don't be rigid. Okay, be flexible enough, be agile enough to make such adjustments so that you can move things forward. Don't forget those powerful 4 steps that you need to follow in order to move your family forward. Number 1, see the vision. It is very important to see the vision, and that is the starting point, because the first and the last quality of a leader is the vision. So without a vision, there is no leadership, and that is where everything starts from. And number 2, step towards that vision that you have seen. Okay. Number 3, sacrifice for the vision. You have to sacrifice for the vision. And number 4, seek help for the vision. And if you can follow these 4 steps, trust me, your life will be transformed, your family will be transformed, and then your family will produce effective people that will start transforming our societies, transforming our organizations, and then transform our nations. It is time for you to produce people in your family who can change the world. Let's change the world together. Thank you so much for watching this podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Effective Leadership Podcast with Wale Adekanla. Go out and execute what you learned today. You can change the world by being the change and making a difference. If you enjoyed today's podcast, be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.